of course, an Indian person, but also a Tamil person, because the view from South India often looks very different
It is.
than the view from North
I'm
India.
sure it is the same from Assam or Meghalaya.
The same, exactly.
At the capital. We forget history and we are only agitated by the topical or recent happenings. I talk a lot about Gandhiji now. It is not right from the beginning. My father was a congressman, but my environment made me a bitter critic of Gandhiji when I was in my teens. My father did not say, he said, just read history. I think you're talking from today. Yeah, but today matters, is my question. He's a lawyer and he didn't argue with me on this case. Around 24, 25, I discovered Gandhiji on my own. And over the years, exponentially, I've become a fan. And that's me, to explain myself. You to actually correct yourself and say sorry, that's why I made Hey Ram,
Right.
a film where I played a parallel assassin.
Wow.
Wanting to kill Gandhiji. And as he goes nearer to the person and the truth, he changes. But it's too late. Somebody else does the job that he wanted to do, but he had changed his mind. That's the story of Hey Ram.
So you came up with the idea?
Yes, that is my way of saying sorry to my Bapu.
Excellent. That's quite a sort of sophisticated, intelligent way of looking at the problem.
Yeah, because I have to take the onus of all the crimes, including what happened in your family. We let it happen.
But I think inside what you're saying is hatred is actually blindness and misunderstanding.
Yes, and the worst form of criticism is an assassination. I think that's very cheap. And
It's a coward. A coward does that
only
because he has no other way to fight.
But that cannot be the answer.
As a person who loves Tamil Nadu, who loves the Tamil people, whenever I go there, I try to understand slightly better, what exactly is the Tamil idea, right? And so as somebody who is looking at it from far, what does it mean to be Tamil? I know that the Tamil language is very important, but what does it actually mean?
It means the same as wanting to be a Maharashtrian or Telugu or a Malayali. We all have a pride, but I must say something about Tamil Nadu. They always feel that it's an island with parochial mindset and language chauvinism. Everybody is proud about their language, but I can tell you, you can go to a village, any village or town, my town, and just stand in the middle of the road and shout Nehru. A dark man will turn around, or he'll say Bose. Somebody will turn around and he doesn't look anything like Nehru ji or Bose ji. And they'll turn, you'll find Gandhi, many Gandhis. That is the mindset. And at a particular point, they felt there was apathy from the center. That happens every time. It will happen with every government. They are now unhappy with what is happening now. But that's not permanent if you could approach it like you're doing it now. The reason why I want to celebrate your walk is reaching out to the people and lending the ear instead of standing on a podium and lecturing. That's commendable from your side.
But my experience when I go to Tamil Nadu, right, is that they express themselves in a very passionate, it's different expression. So if you go to Maharashtra, people show affection, but the way the Tamils show affection is something completely different. I get that feeling when I go there, and I always wonder, what is that exactly? Why such strong affection or strong expression or so passionate?
It's part of the culture. It's a very old culture, and they've seen wars, they've seen battles, they've learned a lot from Jainism, Buddhism. It's a mixture of everything. That kind of affection was enjoyed by Kamaraj, MGR, all those leaders. They are moved to tears, laughter, screaming when they see the man of the... I think around the country it's like that, with variations.
And also the Tamil language is very important to them.
Yes, I think even non-religious, godless people celebrate Tamil and worship Tamil.
What's your view then of the violence and the hatred that is being spread in the country? I mean, I view it as a consequence of the fear that is being spread in the country.
No, this is actually a synthetic, reproduced,
Manufactured.
thing. I don't think so, because go into Kerala, more than Tamil Nadu, you will find amity prevails.
Yeah.
Unless you doctor it.
Yeah.
You can do it from either side.
Yeah.
I think there are more sides to it than just Hindu and Muslim.
Yeah.
We have to look at all that and understand that this country will flourish only with this plurality.
I with all the situation and the BJP and sort of the ability they have to coerce, I think it's also a brave thing. That's why I think that's why he gave he came up with that idea of the picture.
No,
it's not easy.
I'm glad he thinks of me that way, but I still remember the speech by Gandhiji when he said, "Shake the lion's mane," for which he was incarcerated. So we have the strength and ability. But I'm happy that you're meeting people, practicing jujitsu, walking miles and miles and miles.
It's nice.
And because you're doing exactly what Gandhiji did, to understand the nation before fighting for it.
No, it's quite a fantastic experience. I remember walking from Tamil Nadu into Kerala. It's completely different.
Yeah.
And as you said, it's changed, but then it's the same. So there's huge commonality and then there's huge difference.
That's the individuality of it. That's the plurality that we should not lose at all.
Yeah. And I think a lot of what we traditionally have is also the artisan, the small and medium person, the little clusters who have huge skill, but they are sort of hidden away, hidden treasures, so to speak.
Yeah, I think it's very important that a government in position should bolster like farmers during the Gaja calamity. For them, after some time, party affiliations don't matter. The calamity that they're facing is
the pain is
the most important thing. It doesn't matter. And politicians always go and talk about the next election. And their trajectory is towards that, and that they don't like.
They can't tend to take their eyes off it. Politicians. I find that. And I get criticized a lot, sometimes, where they're like, oh, he's not election centric. I mean, I think, of course, one has to fight elections, one has to be in politics, one has to take them seriously. But there's also another role of people. There's a role of bringing people together, of listening, of being affectionate. That role, I think, is a very important role.
What we have done through our party is that simply sort of wipe the dust away from the Gram Sabhas and brought it back into, now it's happening because we are attending and now we want to take it into the towns. I think people should participate in politics, not necessarily electoral politics only.
Exactly.
But they must have a firm say that politicians will have to understand it's not all about number crunching, that they'll have to answer certain things. And people should also feel that I can vent or complain.
I can say something, and politicians should also feel that I can take some punishment. He's shouting at me, okay, no problem. I did something wrong. I go and listen to what he's doing, what he's saying. I think that's, people don't like criticism. I think criticism is a good thing.
I think we are a very young democracy still, in spite of 75 years. The reminiscence of the monarchy is still in our mind.
No, that's a profound thing you've said. It's true.
It's still, they want loyalty. And politicians who are in power want to somewhere behave like a king. Because it's not too far behind in history that we had princely states.
70 years, But I think if you look, a lot of sort of our chief ministers and leaders, the approach is that of a king. You're like unilateral decisions. I will do whatever I want, not taking into account what people feel, not listening. I think there's quite a lot of that.
Yeah, and they are offended when you call them a civil servant.
Yeah.
I'm not a civil servant. I'm in position, I'm in power. But that's what we are, ultimately. it should be a position of honor rather than
Exactly.
position to usurp.
Yeah. The trustee idea of Mahatma Gandhi.
Over the time, I'm looking for people who are at least a semblance of that in them, because it's unique. He's a tall international figure,
Yeah.
and that we realize when he's not there.
Well, anyway, I won't keep you.
No,
I
no,
won't
I'm
keep you.
keeping you
It's
because-
lovely to see you. And whenever you're in Delhi, next time,
Yeah.
maybe we go and have a meal or something.
Yeah, sure,
Yeah,
sure.
I'd love to do that.
And I'd like you to look into our thing I've sent
I
it
will.
to
I
you.
will. I'll give you
And
my.
your measurements.
I will 100%.
We'd like to dress you up.
Okay, I'll do that.
Thank you.